How's it going, everybody? Justin here again. I was making this video particularly because I haven't in a day or so, so I gotta get something out there, gotta keep it up. But I get contacted quite oftenly about builds and coils and all that, and people hitting me up like, hey, I built this coil this way, I was told it's going to be running at, say, 0.22, and mine's running at 3, what did I do wrong? You know, or people are like, hey, I built this coil and people don't believe me that it's running at this. Like, the main thing with that is it matters on what you made it on, gauge of wire, like, is it a parallel, like, there's a lot of things, you know, in that. Not only that, like, how tight you put it up to the posts. Like, you could wrap something exactly next to your buddy, and if his is like a millimeter more outward, it's gonna read different. It's gonna have a different feel to it. It's gonna have a different resistance, because that extra little bit on each one of those wires is gonna add resistance. So when people are like doubting someone else, or when they're like asking blatantly like, what do you think that would read at? Like, it could be different each time you build it with all those factors in there. And that's why I can't stress enough. Like, you guys are buying juices, you guys are buying mods, all that stuff, save up that extra. Like, some places have them for 10, you know, but I would spend a good 15, 20 bucks. Get yourself an ohm reader. That's the easiest thing. Like, it's going to take a lot of stress off your mind and people around you, because, you know, it's a luxury to have. But you want it to be not only safe for you, but you want it to be safe for the people around you. And like I said, I'd spend about, 15, 20 bucks on one. Just put your RDA up on there, build your coil, flip your switch, tells you exactly what it's reading at. It's simple as that. Like, I don't mind. I get a lot of people, I'll wake up sometimes and I'll have like 20 people that have messaged me while I'm sleeping, and they ask me stuff like that, and I try to be kosher with them. I try to be nice and break it down for them, and they'll extend out, but why? And I'm like, it's a science. Like, Ohm's law is a science, and that's why you need an ohm reader. This is like your calculator right here, okay? Like, if you go into advanced math classes and you don't have a scientific calculator, you're gonna have a bad time. Mech mods, advanced. Like, you want to have your calculator or you're gonna have a bad time. And with that being said, my rant is over. One thing I also do want you guys to do is, I've run into a lot of people that, like, I've never met in my life. And they're like, hey man, I watch all your videos. And at that point, I'm like, I've never seen you like it. So I don't recognize a face to that person. So do me a favor, like my videos, and that way I can know who it's reaching. That way I have basic numbers on who I'm helping out with this, or who's just enjoying my videos, or who's making fun of me. I don't care. It's all in fun, realistically, but you gotta have safe fun. And with that being said, I'm gonna leave you guys with a couple little pufferoos off the hybrid. Oh, I'm on a hybrid kick. Can't get enough of that. Ooh, juice her up and give you like one or two more, because that was delicious. Oh, jeez. That freshly baked. You mix something right when, like, yourself, like, you don't want to sell it. Like, you put it up and you're like, should I take that down? It's just too good to share. There's no smoke and mirrors tricks, as you can tell. It's relatively dark where I'm at. So I'm not using like any light tricks. Alright, you guys have a good time vaping. And if I see you and you got your mech mod, blow some clouds my way.